So let's see. All right. So let's see what this says. So anyway, one of the points the officer made when he came by, which was odd, is that the government shut down. It's an end to this covert little underground pay schedule that you guys use out here. This program, you know. So I'm looking at this and I see it says, what does it say? Government just shuts down. Right? Shutdown heads into day 2. Hey, 3 hours ago. What does that mean? Oh, no, the headline was odd. No, you'll get your mail, though, it said. All right. Shutdown heads into day 2 with divides, right? Okay. Government shutdown went to second day Sunday, just deepening. Work early in the afternoon on Saturday. Oh, I think I have problems. I wonder what they lose. Doesn't get paid that normally gets paid. Negotiations with this White House is like negotiating with Jello. Possible. Okay. Most of the energy on both sides. Apparently, this seems like it's going to be a biggie, right? Bowles, no more confidential informant paychecks. All right, let's see what they say. Get comment from the peanut gallery out here. Ready? See if I can hear them. Turn this up. So what do you guys think about the government shutdown? Where do you get your money from? But what about your future payouts? How do you plan on getting money out? What are you going to use that money to do? Now, what are you going to do after you take over that government? Okay, there you go. Now, listen to that little sound clip, jarble. Someone's listening to me in my room, and they think they get paid through like a confidential informant program. You know? So most likely they're not going to get their money, their little weekly check. Right? They haven't got a clue yet. Some of these people on this confidential informant program, they're really dense and diluted. They're not realistic at all. I don't think they understand where the money comes from, you know? There's someone else talking here. It's Internet Cafe in Cincinnati. I don't understand what this is about. So anyway, the government's shutting down. I guess it's going to be a good year, right? I got to get a car, right? That sucks. You know, I wonder how long this will go. Imagine if it went a long time, like the whole year, how much money we'd save. We were talking about the debt clock the other day. What we know will happen next, right? I guess someone still gets money. Federal government partially shut down, blocked the short-term spending bill. Government employees will report to work, so most federal agencies and departments are closed for now. Right? The mail is still being delivered. Social Security checks. Says the Medicare and Medicaid program are still running. Veterans hospitals are still operating. That's it, Bowles. It doesn't say anything about confidential informant addicts will be paid out on time. I guess not. I guess they're not going to do that anymore, Bowles. How are you going to get your money? You got enough saved, you said, right? That's what he's thinking. Confidential informant paycheck program that they use for this deep undercover secret program, they probably have money already hidden. Now's the time to go after it, boys. No activity in the government, you're going to find every back door there is. All this money moving out, it's all going to be so open. You're going to see every trickle of cash. How long do you think they'll go without spending money? It's like that Nafonsa case on Goodfellas, right? Where they're all told, don't spend any money, don't bring attention to yourself, right? These guys got all their money stashed. The minute it starts flowing, it's going to show up as money flowing, right? Millions, billions of dollars, because it's got to be all paid out to hundreds and hundreds of thousands of informants that require this little, whatever they get, $200 a week. One woman said she gets $350. Uh-oh.
Motion's entered. I just want to call to the attention of my colleagues' statement of the part of the statement of the White House press secretary tonight. The administration simply says we will not negotiate the status.
Hear that? Something's going on bad. I hope they get you guys. I hope they put you to sleep. You know that? You criminals? Are criminals beyond criminals. You know? And it's unbelievable. I just don't get it. I'm not a criminal, so I don't even know how to think that way. I've been like a hermit, living in the garage, tinkering with my electronics, kind of like fixing things, working on this. Totally clueless to the criminal mindset. Although I'm learning a lot. In the past 3 years, by listening to you guys, I never believe I've heard this much. The amount of methamphetamine you guys move up here, all these covert little programs you have to cause the government to collapse. You know, very odd. So, I'm live, and I'm going to sit down again because I'm tired of talking. And I got to start thinking positive. Right? Heat. It's not working. Not working. What can I burn up, right? Now I start looking around saying, gee, I could burn my house up, actually. I have all that wood laying in the house. I can start burning. Believe it or not, the wood, this is weird. The guys that sell wood up here, 3 of them that I called, they're not selling. Now, this is odd. This has always been fairly bustling kind of community up here in the winter. You go to Chelsea, 2 gas stations closed, 2 convenience stores closed, a pizza shop closed, right? Another store closed. That's down in Chelsea. Okay? Now, this used to be in the mountains up here, they had these little mom and pop stores that always kept going, right? And it was always pulling along. There was always these people doing work. They had a magazine called the It's Classified, which is a personal, it's like a stuff for sale magazine, like the Penny Saver. Always, it'd be thick. You know, you'd sit there and it was like Fridays here. What's for sale, you know? And you'd go through this thing and you'd sit there for a good half hour looking at all these items. You go now, there's 5 pages. Nothing's for sale. you know? And it's like somebody is purposely creating this economic problem because they're an addict. Or trying to destabilize the country or government with this power grid problem, which they're not even aware of. Meter, I plug it in the ground. I'm sitting there. I watch the meter go. It's like something of a science fiction movie. I watch the meter, the voltage go up, right? And then it goes down like a wave. It's like a wave of energy comes through the house. It goes up and then it goes down. I'm like, man, there's like waves of energy escaping onto the ground, you know? I didn't shut down the government. It wasn't because I didn't sign for that paper and I caused some kind of paradox to occur, you know? Right now, I got a motorcycle for the spring. And I just got to hold off. I got food. I got kidney drugs for deliveries. And I just have to wait. I need to get a vehicle, you know? You know, I bought a Subaru. I swear, I thought the Subaru was the ticket, man. 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Never again will I get all-wheel drive. No way. No way. I had absolutely no control whatsoever on going 1 mile an hour down a hill. No matter where I turned that wheel, gave it gas, that car was on its own mind. I could not even control it, right? It was sliding so slow motion, and I'm going, oh boy, this is like going down a snowmobile trail or like a sled riding trail. Now, my other vehicles, I can spin it right out, you know? I mean, with a rear wheel drive, you can like put it in reverse or you can do something quirky to cause it to kind of spin a little bit, right? Nice. This thing, nothing, you know? And I have a feeling this all-wheel drive is not as all you think it is to be, you know? Because I've noticed that the brakes kind of pulse. The brakes will pulse, you know, and prevent you from like working them, you know. No viewers, so one viewer before, but when I see a viewer, I just log off. So now these guys here, listen. I don't know. This is the oddest thing. This is this 2.7 thing. Watch and. What are you guys out there listening to me? What do you think about the government shutdown? How does it affect you getting paid as confidential informants? Where's your back pocket out of? What country? Okay, now that you said Pakistan, can I send you some mail? I have a stork en route with some mail. What are you using? The intranet? Intranet, that's the power line over broadband over power line? We were making a delivery with a stork. What do storks deliver? Why would a stork be delivering a baby to you? Now, this is very odd, anyone listening to this. Okay? Again, oddly done. I have no clue if you can hear what I hear, because it's not my ears picking this up. You hear it when you put the microphone really close to the speaker that I showed the picture of in that other little video I did. That little 027 AGP TEK AGPTEK little recorder, really cool. This is a digital recorder that's a 32. You put a 32 megabyte or 32 gig chip in, and it records audio on MP3 format. Right? I mean, it's not bad quality sound too. But I put this and I recorded this signal off the RF dongle. Watch this. I'm going to ask them again because they're somehow hooked into a comm channel. So what are you guys going to do about the government shutdown? What country are you from? What is it made out of? See, there's obviously another channel underneath this channel right here. So I detect, irrelevant of what I detect one thing that I detect, which is that I detect a threat to the United States, irrelevant of if you're playing a game or not. If you're a child playing a game, you're not supposed to do that, and you may have to go to reform school. What do you think about going to reform school? Transportation for the North Country. Very odd. So anyone listening to this, that's odd. Now watch this. That's channel 27. This is an odd one. This is 26. Okay, listen to this one. I recorded this an hour before the other one. Now I'm going to turn this back one and start 26. That's odd, huh? That's that channel. All right, I go back to 27, 25. Okay, go up. These are like hour clips, I think, on this thing. What it does is this recorder has numbers on it. So it will record and it counts up to 240. That's like 240 hours. How much is that? That's almost 24 times 10 days. But I think it goes longer than that. It might be 2 hours a clip. Very odd. These people are odd. I don't know who. Artificial intelligent computer? I don't know. Let's see if the government opened up. I'll go back over here. We'll go to the news page. It might have opened up in the past day. One person said the government just opened up. They're going to give Vermont $100 million for transportation. That's what this guy was saying. Did they say that? No, I don't know why they're saying that. I don't get it. But there is a transportation problem up here. There's a lot of people out that live. These people up here are very narrow-minded, you know? Let me see what this says. Everything you need to know about the federal government shutdown. Let's see what this is. Everything you need to know. Everything. So I'd like to know that, but I can't afford that. Let's say. Here. I can't see this. Okay. Saturday, government agencies either letting their respective staff know they must stay home. Organizations like the Smithsonian are talking about how they plan to handle the shutdown for the immediate future. I was talking about that last night, about wanting to go to that museum in D.C. If anyone heard that rap. So what happened next? Thousands of employees placed on furlough. They won't have to go to work tomorrow, so they're on vacation. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting on this thing. The passports are messed up. Okay, well, I'm not going anywhere. At the peak in 2013 was the last time. Friday, this is order the president would be furloughed. Furlough staff will be expected to report on duty Monday, the White House said in a contingency plan. It says the military will be on their way to Pakistan to answer to stork problems. Oh, well, the military is considered essential and still report for duty, including combat. Okay. Additional, many civilian departments will not be working during the shutdown. Okay. Special counsel. You think they're still going to Pakistan? The Smithsonian, including museum, research centers, and national, will be open Monday. No. These people, TSA air traffic control and mail services are essential and will be open. So who does it affect? It affects these little, what do they call it? Confidential informants programs. Washington, D.C. is open. That means you can buy coffee. And the national perks, as the mail is operated, the national mail is operated by National Park Service, and there are many other national services throughout D.C. Okay. And so what does that mean for me? Actually, I'm so worried. This is more important than the current dilemma I'm in. Citizen I am. I'm so upset. Worried. Golly whiz. I am so worried. Worry. What the hell is this? Someone is lying about the shithole? What's that about? Not my house? I had a meeting? How's that? That's a topic line for someone is lying about the shithole meeting, and I think I know who. 5 days, a handful of credentials that hashed out a particular bipartisan immigration deal, blew up deal, next, would choose immaterial noted the president and several U.S. senators led to very strange, tense, and I don't specifically remember Africa. There's a lot of rough talk about people in the room. Someone here is lying or not. The following report, Trump. Well, it says following the report that Trump had used the term shithole countries. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Not all. I'm thinking it's like I thought it was my house. I clean up my shithole. Well, look at India. They don't even have toilets. Has a very extensive intranet and a space program, yet hundreds of, what is it, 100 million go without flush toilets? Now that's a shithole. And that's a disease carrying area because they shit in the streams, they swim in them, and then these little bugs crawl into their pee-pees. United States with these little bugs in their bodies, and then they start pooping and peeing around here. These little pee-pee bugs inside the kids' bathrooms because they sneak in without getting their shots. And some of these bugs that these people have from the shithole countries, there's no cure for them. These are parasites. And once these parasites get into the country, that's it. Good. Anyway, what do you think about the shithole countries out there? Turn this up first. This is another channel, you guys. The other guys, I don't hear you. This is this channel. What do you think about the shithole countries? Now, there's someone here describing me in my life again. I don't know who these people are. They're as though they are a part of my conversation in my privacy of my home. You know, my intellectual conversation with myself, the Google thought chip. They're obviously not. You know, I don't quite understand. They keep implying it's a program to help disabled people. It's called like the tough love program, where you make things as hard as possible on someone with a disability to help them persevere, you know? So this is a test for me to persevere, right? Now, the state of Vermont's been great to me. I'm going to tell you that right now. When I got here, they had programs, they helped. Everything was so cool. When I arrived here, I established a nice homestead. I was paying my bills. I had a back injury. I was going to the doctor. And then suddenly my neck exploded, right? And that's about the time they started taking my mother out, okay? And then I wasn't seeing her because I was pretty sick. I was like sleeping all the time, you know, before surgery, a year before, almost a year after. And then I had second surgery. So this went on for 4 years, right? I was pretty sick, antibiotics. And my family, one of them calls up like, I need to go to rehab, right, for alcohol drug treatment. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm like, you know what I mean? Scratching my head. Like, I just had surgery on my neck for like an unidentifiable neck mass that the specialist can't determine what it is because none of the blood tests or cancer tests or all these tests do not reveal the injury, right? Now, that would indicate what? It was a microwave damaged piece of tissue. They damaged the spaces in my face with this microwave laser weapon. Now, the doctors wouldn't know that because no one would do that in the United States. That's a weapons of mass destruction. That's a human rights violation. You understand? That's hideous, heinous. Okay? Now, that happened to me. Okay? And then as I started to get better a little bit, I go down again and my neck got infected again. And then they took my mother out and they took me out. They stepped it up, kind of, you know? And I didn't do anything. Somebody has some motive that's beyond a motive. And it's so, the criminal act is so hideously, so kind of like Columbo, Peter Falk type of thing, where you need like a super sleuth to figure this one out, you know, because they're doing this in such a way that no one will ever figure out we fucked them up, right? So, do you think the government shutdown will? Does that indicate that the debt clock has stopped? Right. You know. Now, these people talking out here. I don't know if you could hear that. I can hear it. I'm going to count with my Google Thought chip. I'm going to do a 2-4 count. Ready? Okay, listen. Now, I don't know if you heard that, which was odd. So play back that one scene right there and listen. So they got this debt clock running. Now, if it stopped, then it's not running. How is the government still functioning? And where is all that money going? That's a lot of money, right? Now, I'm looking forward to a good government shutdown because I've been shut down 3 years ago. And I haven't done anything. I've been just abused by this covert channel out here, right? The guy laughing right there. He thinks it's funny, right? They're going to find you, pal. You know that? How do you know? Hello, how you doing? You found about the truck you have in the paper, or it looks classified. Will it pass inspection? I mean, I'm sorry, Craigslist. I'm sorry. Is it? Um, I'm right up in Vershire, right? And I'm kind of like stranded. You know what I mean? I'll probably be. I mean, if it's roadworthy, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm real interested. If you want to take a ride up to show me, is it on the road now or? Yeah. Um, I mean, if you would be into that, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or next day, take a ride up. I can meet you. I'm right on Durgin Hill. Um, I'm like strapped. I have no vehicle at all. So, you know what I mean? I live on 113. You go up through, the town hall right there. 113 goes up the hill. You come into town, past the post office. You go up a little ways, past the little town hall on the left. Um, there's the hostile stop. You take a right. There's Durgin Hill, right there. Um, and I'm like the third house on the right. My house burnt down like 2 years ago. So I'm strapped for. I need to get a vehicle. I'm like stranded in my home right now. You know, Durgin, Durgin, Hill, Hill. My name is Joe. Cullinan, Cullinan. Third house on the right. It's got some danger signs posted in front of it, and a white van right there. Maybe tomorrow. What is you busy tomorrow or Monday? That'd be good. I can give you a call, say 10, and then we can work things out. Um, you know, um, I say you had it on a higher price, but you went down. I guess you haven't got any bites. Did you? But no. Yeah, it's a green Ford. It's a green Ford truck, right? Ford. The Yeah, I was looking at the one here for 97 Ford F-152 today. If that one it's got a sticker on it. Oh no. Will it pass inspection or underneath the front? Oh, the rocker panel, right? Oh, right. Oh, that's the one I was looking at. I didn't realize that it was. See, I'm trying my mouse with the other one. You know what I mean? You have your mouse, you put it in your hand. How much is the other one? Oh, 5,900. Yeah, I didn't want to spend that much. You can, right? Um, okay, Ken. I guess that our plan has kind of changed now since that won't be inspected. You don't have any other ideas. That's it. How's it run anyway? Does it run good? Yeah. That cancer type of hole. Um, right. Okay. Like winter project probably has to be done in the spring. right, I understand. But like, you know, it's dead winter and it's hard to even work on a vehicle. You know what I mean? Okay, Ken, well, I'm going to keep you in mind then, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to think about it more. Okay, thanks, Ken. I appreciate you talking to me. Okay, bye. Someone's talking to me about how I need to not turn off my channel because they're logged onto it. Right? Well, I wonder why you would say that. Going? Hook my stream?